win situation for Tropang Giga. The statistics obviously look bleak for them. Not a lot of teams have come back, and you've mentioned it, only the miracle of San Miguel Beerman, sila lang yung gumawa ng paraan para manalo after a 0-3 deficit.
And Barangay Nebra trying to go to Japet Aguilar, trying to get him going early, was fouled on the way to the rim.
And great adjustment defensively for TNT in guarding Japet Aguilar. Remember, Japet exploded for 25 big points in Game 1. But his performance was stymied a little bit in Game 2, only scoring 6 points. But he is averaging 15.5 points per ball game in this series. And you know that every time he starts strong, getting his confidence from the line, chances are he will have a good game.
First quarter, atención ng Cobra Plus Vitamin C, lakas at proteksyon. Cobra, the #1 energy drink. TNT, pupunta muna kay Pogoy, trying to post up Scotty Thompson. Era hesitated, 5 left to shoot. Era misses. It will be Thompson, quarterbacking para sa Barangay Nebra in this sequence. Drives hard to the left. Tolentino. And a takeaway by Pogoy. And Pogoy will go all the way.
A good read on the passing lanes. RR Pogoy was able to foil that extra pass by Japet Aguilar, resulting to 2 easy baskets or 2 points for RR Pogoy.
Pringle with Eram on him. Stand, quick versus speed. Dalawa sumalubog pero walang problema.
His eyes will always light up. Stan Pringle using a lot of his quickness against a bigger, much slower defender. It's imperative for TNT. If that case happens all the time, there has to be an early help to stop Stan Pringle.
And Troy Rosario in the post. Rosario quick to remind everyone he's not just a stretch 4, a catch and shoot guy. Pringle again gets Eram on the switch. Tenorio swings it over to Tolentino. Ginebra whipping the ball around. Thompson versus Enciso. Pringle for 3. That's good.
Again, we talked about it. 24 points in Game 1, 34 points in Game 2. Stan Pringle again, lighting it up. 5 of the first 7 points of Barangay Ginebra were courtesy of big man Stan.
74 lead. Barangay Nebra. Pogoy, kick out. Rosario sasaksak, naagawan doon ni Pringle. Time para sa bola. Ginebra comes away with it. And look at Pogoy, hustle hard for possession. Ball bounces to Enciso, good tip. One more look for Pogoy. Look at the pace of these two teams. Aguilar top of the key, driving, playing it up and in.
A lot of baskets right now by Barangay Ginebra. Aside from the 3-pointer of Stan Pringle, lahat yan inside the paint. That is where they dominated the ball game in Game 1. They scored 60 points in the paint against the 38 of TNT.
4 points already for Troy Rosario in the post versus Arvin Tolentino.
You know, that is a good indicator. Every time itong si Troy Rosario scores his usual numbers in the elimination round, he was over 12 points per ball game. But he's been struggling thus far, especially in the playoffs. Starting with that game against Phoenix, where he only averaged 6.6 points per ball game. But in that particular play, it was a missed pass by RR Pogoy.
And look at the aggressive start by Troy Rosario, taking it to the rookie with that amazing play of the quarter, powered by Smart. Experience next level speeds with Smart 5G.
What is so conscious about the attack of TNT is they want to make sure that Troy Rosario will get high percentage baskets to increase his confidence. Baba ng kumpiyansa talaga eh, di ba?
And with that belief rises the play hopefully will para din dito kay Troy Rosario. Tolentino has been tested in the post, kaya papalitan muna siya dito ni Aljon Mariano, veteran of course, sanay na rin sa panggaan.
that is what TNT, specifically their head coach, Coach Bong Ravena, is hoping for. Troy Rosario will be a consistent contributor, because from the three-point range, he's only 1 out of 8 for 12% also. But now trying to make a living inside, high percentage attack again for TNT. And on the weak side is the veteran Ryan Reyes for an added 2 points.
Well, TNT playing to your keys of victory, Coach Ryan. They're trying to own the paint early in this game.
They've been lobbing the three-pointer too much. It's not a problem because that's part and parcel of their execution on offense. But now they're trying to mix it up.
9-8, 1 point lead in Ebra. And there's a violation on RR Pugoy. Ryan Reyes, after that dip in, will go to the bench, replaced by Kim Montalvo. So a defensive spark plug.
He is inserted really to act as an energizer defensively, trying to make sure that LA Tenorio will not be able to manage the offense of Barangay Ginebra that easily. So yung pagka-pesky defender nitong Montalvo will always be tested against an intelligent point guard like LA.
Oh, Mariano, sinalubong sa taas. Good defense by TNT. Ciso uses the Rosario pick, fires into the corner. Montalvo driving baseline, wala. Good defense by Thompson. Pringle, quick crossover, forces one up, another block by Rosario. Eram now, looking for a friend. And good hustling defense by Ginebra. Couple of substitutions coming in. Jay Washington, Jason Castro, maagang balasa para sa TNT Tropang Giga.
This is another guy that TNT really is expecting to shoot a lot better from the field. We're talking about the Blur Jason Castro. His numbers are down compared to his semifinal numbers. 14.6 against Phoenix, only 12.5 against Barangay Ginebra. But the worst stat line really is his three-point field goal shooting is only 2 out of 13 for a very low 15%.
Canorio takes a three, knocks it down.
Remember, LA Tenorio was held scoreless up until the fourth quarter. The last few minutes of the fourth quarter in, he was able to score 5 out of 6 from the field. Miscommunication defensively again for TNT, something that they have to talk about. Look at this, it's a simple switch, but two guys were actually guarding Stan Pringle, leaving LA Tenorio wide open for his first three-pointer in the ballgame.
And the lieutenant, LA Tenorio, extends the lead 12-8 para sa Barangay. Welcome back to Game 3 of the 2020 Honda PBA Philippine Cup Finals. Brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. If you're just joining us, almost si James Velasquez, kasama si Coach Ryan Gregorio, Selena Dagdag and Denise Tan. Selena Dagdag Alas, rather, controlling the sidelines as Ginebra gets the ball and Pringle finishes on the break.
The 7th point for Stan Pringle. Count that as another turnover because Jason Castro was not really in control of the leather. So he missed that layup because he lost yung paghawak sa bola, which resulted to an easy basket for Stan Pringle. 14-8. Anim na itong kalamangan ng Barangay.
Turnover scoring, 5-2. Lamang ang Barangay Ginebra sa pag-aalaga sa bola. Here's Thompson. No, said Montalvo, but Thompson recovers. Sends it to LA for 3. Why not?
And LA Tenorio showing that the second game was a fluke from the field. Take a look at this once again. Barangay Ginebra scoring on all cylinders. Yung fast break opportunities nila, check. Three-pointer, second three-pointer in the ball game already for LA Tenorio. Another check. Pati yung kanilang inside incursions, also a lot of high percentage baskets for Barangay Ginebra, and that is why they're up by 9 points.
Ibang klaseng pagbawi at pinapakita ni TNT Tenorio. 8-0 run para dito sa Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel. As we take a look at LA, of course, anytime you need a superhero, he usually comes to the rescue. And kahit na hindi man siya gumawa nung first 3 quarters, nakita mo naman yung ginawa niya, Coach Ryan, in the last 18 seconds.
He's just a big-time player, knowing how to win, especially to tow his team to victory. 12 points in Game 1, only 5 points in Game 2. But those 5 points were precious baskets for Barangay Ginebra. It happened inside 20 seconds. Ganun kabigat yung mga tinira ni LA.
That's the mark of greatness. You deliver when it matters. As Jay Washington hits a 3, breaking that 8-0 run by Barangay Ginebra.
That turned out to be a good timeout for Coach Bong Ravena. Slowly itong Barangay Ginebra getting a good rhythm offensively. So pinatay ng bahagya ng tira na yon ni Jay Wash.
Good stop by TNT. Washington, DP hit kontra Mariano, may foul. Take a look at Jay Wash making his presence felt off the bench and on the board.
Only averaging 4.2 points per goal game was Jay Washington prior to this game, an explosion of 14. Ganun katindi ang contribution ni Jay Washington. Ito naman si Poy Eram dahil medyo adjust na yung depensa sa labas. Medyo magkakaroon na masyadong maraming opening itong si Poy inside.
Another one for LA!
For Barangay Ginebra, you know that if they start shooting from the outside, the rhythm is going to be at an uphill swing for them, especially if LA Tenorio is the one shooting consistently from deep.
Pero ang TNT, tuloy-tuloy ang pagkayod sa ilalim. Moyera gets another one inside the paint. 5-point ball game, 20-15. Pringle pops out. Pinabantay na Montalvo. Looking to dance to the defense. Pringle misses that time. Aguilar underneath, got fouled. Look at this perfectly executed pick and roll play for Boy Eram underneath. Chapit Aguilar moves back to the free throw line.
This is another problem for TNT, and we saw that in one possession. Number one is even if they allow early misses from Barangay Ginebra, they're also getting second chance opportunities. Look at the numbers of Japet. It was indeed a no-fly zone for him, especially in Game 2. Exploded and scored 25 big points in Game 1. Was limited to just 6 points because he did not really take a lot of shots from the field. Only 5 attempts for him. But now he is ultra-aggressive offensively. He's crashing the boards. He's diving on ball screen situations. That is why he already has 3 points across his name.
At gusto makita agad ni Coach Tington si Finals Japet, kung tawagin nga ng Ginebra fans. Lalo na nag-finals MVP na rin yan. TNT recovers possession. Pull-up jumper, Pogoy, masyado malakas. Eram, another rebound. Another possession for TNT. Pogoy, ilalapit. Balik sa labas. Montalvo for three. And Japet says enough.
Check that, Japet Aguilar with 2 rebounds and 5 points out of the 21 scored by Barangay.
Mariano spins away from the defense. Bounce pass Aguilar underneath. Couldn't convert. Castro. Naghanap ng kakape. Bibigay mo na kay Washington. Balik sa kanya. Washington lets it fly. Another one for J1.
Oh, this guy is just unconscious. Second three-pointer in the ball game. He is now playing so much better from beyond the white line compared to the usual assassin of TNT na si Troy Rosario. So yun ang maganda rito. Great contribution from guys coming off the bench. Troy Rosario is actually dominating the paint with 6 points. So balanced attack for TNT here in the first quarter.
And TNT looking to catch up. And we'll be back in a moment.
Welcome back to the AUF Arena, powered by Smart 5G. The TNT Tropang Giga are well aware that Ginebra's endgame points is terrific. They have proven this not just in their series with Meralco, but with other conferences in the past. So the key to the win is to eradicate any defensive breakdowns. Coming into tonight's game, they want to be able to put their clamps down on Stanley Pringle and lower his percentages. But again, the Tropang Giga were reminded to approach Ginebra as a team and not just lock in on one player. Though TNT played better interior defense in Game 2 as they limited Ginebra to 26 points inside the paint, a vast improvement from the 60 points they allowed in Game 1, they still gave up 38 free throw attempts. So they were reminded to play defense in a more disciplined manner and adjust to the referee's calls. Balik sa inyo, Joe.
Thank you very much, Selena Dagdag-Alas. And with this wedgie at the side of the ring, notwithstanding, Coach Ryan, ikaw, ano defensive game plan mo if you're trying to stop a Stanley Pringle?
Well, for one, you have to play defense before he actually gets the ball. I mean, you have to do a lot of denial defense, tire him out. On offense, also, once in a while, you have to attack his defense just to take a little bit of his stamina out of the way so that when he attacks offensively, medyo napapagod na siya. But you want to trap and let the other guys do the scoring. I thought that was exactly what TNT had in mind, especially in the last 30 seconds. They wanted to make sure that Stanley Pringle is not an attacker and then scorer, but a passer. Unfortunately, the ball ended in the hands of Scottie Thompson. So yun ngayon ang kailangan problemahin nitong TNT. But by and large, they have to limit the scoring touches of Stan Pringle. We've talked about his numbers, 29 points per ball game in this particular series. And he has to go down to at least 20 points for TNT to start winning.
Offensive foul on Barangay Nebra. Japet Aguilar tried to free up Jeff Chen on the screen.
Okay din, veteran move din ni Jason Castro. Bumangga siya doon kay Japet Aguilar. But ang isa pang thing na kailangan talaga mag-adjust nitong TNT is napakarami nilang fouls na binibigay. Diba? They had a total of 30 fouls in Game 2. And itong number of free throws ng Barangay Ginebra, 38. Eye in the sky play once again. We've seen that time and again. Ball screen, diving to the basket is Japet Aguilar. Eye in the sky play. Count another 2 points for Japet for a total of 7. But again, they have to limit the free throw attempts of Barangay Ginebra. That should be part of the game plan of TNT. Be disciplined with the way they play deep.
Ciso almost lost it. Castro puts it up and in. Gets the finisher, the foul.
It's more like it every time. Jason Castro using his quickness again. But what about this play? Alley-oop play, the recipient was Japet Aguilar.
And Japet dripping with finesse. And Jason Castro says, I can do that same move. The Lakas move. Atin sa inyo ng Cobra Plus Vitamin C. Lakas at proteksyon. Cobra, the #1 energy drink.
You look at the numbers of Jason. 12.5 points per game. Pretty much pedestrian for his standards. Only 15% from the three-point area, 2 out of 13. He was not able to make a basket from deep in Game 2, 0 out of 6. And you know that he's going to attack. So it's imperative for Barangay Ginebra to start collapsing on defense, protect the interior so that Castro will opt to take a jump shot.
23-21. Hindi matagdagan ni Aljon Mariano yung lamang. At ito ulit ang TNT. 30 seconds remaining sa ating unang yugto. Aperal nag-switch kay Castro. Washington. De Leon underneath. Pasa sa labas and Ciso. He lets it fly. And look at TNT hustling to get an extra possession. Castro versus Tenorio. Oh! Clean swipe by LA. Tenorio lets it fly. Yes!
Wow. That is just deflating. If you're Jason Castro, you have an opportunity to take the last shot in the first quarter. So what happened was LA was able to get a strip job. And to make matters worse, look at that. Harap-harapan yan. LA Tenorio was able to get a clean steal. And just to finish the first quarter, ayun, booming 3 from LA.
Fresh play of the game brought to you by Waterhouse keeps you fresh. It is Barangay Ginebra San Miguel taking a lead into the second quarter, riding the hot shooting hands of Lieutenant LA. Emotions are going to be riding high in this pivotal game number 3. All the moments we've got you right here. This is the finals on One Sports.